Did you see Skims Roberto Cavalli collab announcement?
Did see that announcement with Kim Kardashian. She I feel like she has a few characters that she typically plays in her ad campaigns, and one of them is kind of like Italian mob wife.
Oh, she loves that character.
She does love that character, right? I think it's like, it's such a choice when these big heritage brands decide to do like a Skims campaign. And I saw on Business of Fashion recently, they did an interview with like the CEO of Skims, and they were talking about all the things that are like working for that brand, and why it's successful. And one of the things too is like they're actually like their brick and mortar is really successful.
Oh my gosh. I saw that by the end of this year, they'll have a total of 22 storefronts, which is like rapid fire.
That can really make or break a brand when they open too quickly, too rapidly, too many. It can like kind of like collapse in on itself. So I think TBD how successful that will be too, because it's also hard to predict like economically where we'll be at next year with like geopolitically what's going on in this world.
Yeah. And I think also what works in Miami is not going to work in Paris, you know?
I do think like it might have to come down. And sometimes I have like a totally off base read of things like this, because I have my own ideas of things and people don't always agree. But it might have to come down to Kim actually separating herself from the brand Skims for the success to continue like on an upward chart, because I don't think people are with the Kardashians like they used to anymore, or in general celebrity brands. They're not buying Skims because it's Kim Kardashian. I think people are buying it because now they're seeing like they actually do like the quality and they do like what the offering. So it could get to a point where she actually needs to separate herself from the brand and just let Skims be autonomous, like without her.
I think it's a few years out though.
Yeah.
Like possible.
But it's like celebrity cosmetic lines, it's kind of the opposite. That's a big reason why they say that Selena Gomez hasn't sold Rare Beauty, because if she separates herself from it, like people wouldn't really buy it. That's why I'm very like TBD on this Rhode Beauty thing.
Oh, that they sold it, right?
They're in discussion to sell it to e.l.f. for $1 billion. It was valuated at $1 billion. But I do genuinely think that Rhode wouldn't survive without Hailey. I don't think there's anything there.
I don't think that, well, yeah, I don't think there's any reason to. I mean, she owns the patent, though. I don't know if it's patent pending or whatever, but she owns, like, that's her proprietary, like, invention, the iPhone case. The iPhone case. And so I'm sure she's still going to get some kind of cut. That's why she would
She just
be
needs
willing
to get out. She just needs to get out. She has to do, like, I think you can use Kylie Jenner as the playbook on like where to fumble. I mean, like she got out but she looked like stupid in the end because they were like forging the tax returns and that was proven. But I think like right now Hailey has something that's lucrative and she needs to just get out while it's like good and people still care.
Yeah.
And I think too, like she has to protect herself because like whatever's going on in like their relationship is strange and very tumultuous.
Strange, yeah.
So I'm about a woman making financial decisions to protect herself from,
I agree.
From a man.
Yeah. Did you see that Skims also put the Nike production on hold, or it's delayed or something?
I did just see that, which is interesting because the announcement happened originally in February, right? And then it was like crickets.
It was supposed to be out this spring. We were supposed to see something by now, but I think they announced that it was put on hold because of production delays. I don't know whose decision that was. What did you see about it possibly being that she wanted to separate herself from Nike?
I was reading on Reddit that Skims was actually trying to make the decision to separate themselves from Nike because Nike's
Stock is
plummeting and they've been floundering, which kind of like brings a bigger discussion about like where Nike stands in like the activewear space at all, which I think that they have not been successful in transitioning to these like new ways of marketing. I don't think that they're competitive with like these newer brands. The activewear environment is like super oversaturated, and I think they're just like not bringing what other brands are bringing to the table, like even quality or aesthetically.
Yeah, I was telling Drea, like, how does it take you that long to come out with a yoga line? I'm sorry, like the yoga line's only been in the works for like 5 years, barely.
Yeah, and like that's still, I would pick at least 7 other brands before I would go to Nike for a legging.
Yeah.
Like sneakers, 100%. I'll be there. But how often do you need a new pair of sneakers? I think a lot of, you were saying too, like younger consumers are trying to be more conscientious about like who they're buying from, how often they're buying, what they're buying.
Yeah, I think like a lot of younger consumers are very awake, very woke about factory, like sustainable production, what kind of factories they're using, how much child labor they're involved with, all of that. I think kids are very aware these days.
And I think along with that, the Kardashians kind of like chronically and historically have an issue of announcing collabs or business plans like prematurely.
Yeah,
so
I feel like that's what happened with the Kimono brand.
Yeah. Can you imagine if they had stuck with Kimono?
If Skims was named Kimono.
Them changing that name was the best thing business-wise they could have ever done.
Yeah, it's the best thing that ever happened.
It's a good name.
Yeah, it's actually, it aligns with like the things that people like about names. Apparently, historically, people like names with S's and that have like a X sound.
Like Spanx.
Like Spanx, yeah. Like, and for it to be like a made up word.
Yeah.
They've done studies where like people lean more toward those made up words that start with S's and end with, or have a X in it.
Is Courtney still doing poosh? That reminded me. Remember she tried to do like her goop thing
I don't know,
called poosh.
Didn't she just do a poof popcorn or something like that?
Chloe did the poof popcorn.
Chloe, not Courtney.
They all just like throw things at the wall. I heard the popcorn too was like, it's a protein popcorn. People are like, this is just, it's stupid. Like, there's much better ways to get your protein. And all the powder kind of falls to the bottom. It doesn't stick to the popcorn.
Oh, that's true. So. I haven't tried it, but I did want to. Because I do like popcorn, so I was curious.
Yeah, I love popcorn, but I hate supporting them.
Yeah, I don't like supporting them either.
So, the other thing I saw was like this was the first campaign Kris Jenner has done since they've been kind of open about their plastic surgery, which I think
her full on
her facelift,
deep plane facelift,
which I think we talked about last episode, and then after that. Kylie came out and spoke about like her breast augmentation. I think this, because everything they do is intentional. It's like another kind of like business move in that they're seeing that people aren't with them as hard anymore. And they're like, how can we be relatable? Let's finally admit that we have so much plastic surgery. Because the jig is up, baby.
Yeah. She won't give those deets on the BBL though.
Yeah. I do wonder. I mean, I think the biggest thing is like how they healed their scars because they don't have the like true telltale sign of a BBL is like the scars on your back.
Yeah. But how do we know she doesn't have them?
I don't know. Well, I guess you'd have to examine. You know what I've heard? This is kind of tea to someone who's like a hardcore plastic surgery person. If you're ever around, allegedly, if you're ever around like Bella Hadid and her team, which if you know how she used to look, like if you ever watched early seasons of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, her mom was on it. And so was she before her multiple surgeries. They allegedly, apparently, her team and her act like she's never had surgery. Like they're all in this delusion.
They're all in the bit together.
Yes. And they just feed into her thing where it's like, no, she's the most beautiful woman in the world. This is just her face. This is just her face.
It's nice to have people on your side.
Is it? I think that's how you get a little crazy.
Yeah.
That's how you get to Kanye at some point. There's a few steps ahead of that, but eventually you end up being Kanye.